Hey, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show. Thanks for tuning in to The Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM. If you're interested in sponsoring my show, you can send me an email to themikewagnershow@gmail.com, or you could also donate to the podcast. Just go to the Donate Listen site, and you can also donate whatever you like. Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. For those who are interested, Anchor can give you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or computer. We've got creation tools, allows you to record and edit podcasts so it sounds great, and they'll distribute the podcast for you so it can be heard everywhere. Spotify, Apple, Google, many more. And you can make money from the podcast with no minimum listenership. So download the Anchor app for free or go to Anchor FM to get started.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show brings you famous celebrities and amazing people from all over the world. Listen online at themikewagnershow.com and on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. And watch the interview on YouTube. So sit back and relax and enjoy the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey, Mike, what's going on, buddy?
Hey! Hey, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking for a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/the Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, and Apple. Also on Stitcher, TuneIn, as well as Shoutcast and Outbox. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. As you heard just a minute or so before, this wonderful gentleman from the Jersey Shore, he's been on the show a number of times. He's already set a record, and he loves to appear on every day, but he does have some uplifting stories. He likes to lift up for people, make people laugh, and of course, you know, his latest video where he plays a judge has gotten over 10 million hits and climbing, and he's got a lot going on in 2020. So without further ado, as you very well know, live from the Jersey Shore and the most uplifting comedian in America right now, Allan the G-Man Gitlin. G-Man, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, how you doing, Mike? Hey, that video, by the way, doesn't have 10 million. It's got 40 million now.
Oh, 40 million? Wow, it's gone up lately. Hits. Wow, that's something. Oh, my goodness.
Last time I checked on Billboard, it was number 52, I believe. I don't know. I haven't checked in a couple of days. But
number 52, that's amazing. And you know what? Yeah. And of course, getting close to Christmas time as well, it also makes a good Christmas present as well, too. So there's also going to mention everybody, you know, Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah as well.
And that video is Little TJ. And if anybody wants to check it out, you'll see that I am the judge in there.
Mm-hmm.
So, Lil TJ is a rapper who is doing very, very well. He was in juvie at 15 or 16. He wrote 60 songs while he was there in 3 months, and he started rapping after that. And if he keeps his nose clean, he's going to be a multimillionaire. He's doing stuff with Lil Wayne, all these real big-name rappers, and he's being written up in all the hip-hop magazines and stuff. And right now he's touring. He signed a record deal with Columbia. He's touring right now. I believe he's somewhere in the Midwest right now. I know he's coming to Jersey, back to Jersey in December, and he's from the Bronx. He's a pretty nice kid. I talked to him on the set.
That is amazing, too. And do you think they'll probably have you back on one of his other videos again that's coming out?
It's very possible. I'm trying to get tickets to see him because he's playing in Newark, and I'm not that far. And the lady who got me the part said, you know, if I get you the tickets, he may want you to come backstage and go on the stage with him and say, hey, this is the judge from my video, which would be really cool. So, you know.
And of course, you just say, he's not guilty. He's up on stage.
He wasn't. I let him off. I actually let him off in the video, so that's a cool thing. You know?
and I have to say, you'd make a great judge, to be honest with you.
Well, here's the funny part of it. I tell people, I drive for Lyft, and I drive kids sometimes and young people, and I tell them in the video, and they go crazy. And then before they get out of the car, they have to take a picture with me, It's kind of funny. I don't think of myself as a big star. I just had fun with it and enjoy it. And it's a pretty cool thing. I tell people, and they start looking at the video, hey, you are the judge, yeah. Well, yeah, I wouldn't lie to you. I am the judge there. So Judge Judy better watch out because, the G-Man is coming at your job after your job.
and of course, Judge Wagner and the other judges as well, too. And who knows, you might have your own TV show one day. You never know.
The judge, the G-Man.
Oh, G-Man judgeth. I have to say that. The G-Man cometh.
The G-Man judgeth.
Yeah, judgeth.
Judges. Yeah, it's hard to say.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I can picture that, yeah. and of course, you did that video as well, too. 40 million hits and climbing as well. What are some of your upcoming projects as well, too, for 2020?
I'm actually doing a commercial tomorrow, actually, in Long Island, and I'm going to be doing about a 5-minute comedy act with it. I'm not sure exactly what the commercial's about yet, but I will find out tomorrow. But I'm not complaining because they're paying me pretty decent for it, so I can't complain. And hopefully, the trailer for Adam Goldsmith's Private Eye, which I've talked about before, is going to be made probably in the spring. We wanted to get it before the holidays, but the trailer is going to be made in Chicago, and right now it's snowing in Chicago, so we're going to have to put it off probably to the spring. But we have the actors and everything ready. The actors are ready. They're on hold. They're on standby. It's just a matter of when we can, when we tell them when we want it done. That's one of my main things coming up.
That is amazing. Who's going to be starring in that?
We have a guy from Chicago who's going to play the main character. I'm going to play a minor part. I'm going to play his Adam Goldsmith's partner, Tom Stevens, and he's got a minor part in it, and I figured I'd play it, and, rather than have somebody, I know exactly what I want, and I know exactly how I want it to be done, so I'm going to play that. It's a small bit part in it, and I'm going to play it. So, but we have his girlfriend picked out, we have his secretary, we have his best friend picked out, we have the main character picked out. So, and that's going to be, I believe you had Dre Boyd on, and Dre Boyd is the one that's going to produce it and direct it.
That is amazing. We're looking forward to that as well, too. And any plans for a comedy tour in 2020?
I'm still working on this act with the black gentleman. I may have to get a different black gentleman. The other guy seems to be trying to do his own thing, which is no problem. I did have another black guy who said he might be interested in doing it. In case you people don't know, I'm trying to put together an act with a black guy, and I'm white, and he's going to be Frank White, and I'm going to be Willie Black, and it's going to be called the Unpolitically Correct Comedy Duo, and it's all going to be about black and white, and maybe some religion thrown in, how we look at things differently from the different races,
Mm-hmm.
And like one of the bits is, and I've written about 15 bits. We have a 5-minute video that we CD that we put out to a guy in Virginia, and he wants us like yesterday. We just haven't really had a chance to practice. So one of the bits is that I'm Jewish. So he asked me as a Jewish guy, what do we do on Christmas Day? And I say, we go to the movies and have Chinese food. And I say, what do you do as a black man? Well, we're robbing your house while you're at the movies and eating Chinese food.
Very appropriate for Christmas, I'll tell you that.
So, it's all going to be about black and white. We're going to have a disclaimer that says, if ethical humor bothers you, you better leave now.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's all going to be about black and white. We're going to throw some jokes in. We're going to, there's some jokes about black people. We might make them about white people. There's some jokes that are about white people. We might make them about black people. Might turn the tables a little bit. I have about 15 or 20 bits written already, like banter back and forth, and I think it's most people. I tell a few of them, and I usually laugh. They think it's pretty funny, and they say, "Hey, I listen to that because All in the Family and Good Times and Jeffersons were funny shows, and Red Fox, Sanford and Son was funny shows back in the 70s and 80s and early 90s, and now all of a sudden you can't say anything. If somebody now growing up watched All in the Family, they'd probably shoot their TV, because some of the stuff was right on the edge. It was meant to be funny. It wasn't. Humor is supposed to be funny. Humor is supposed to take you away from the real world, mm-hmm. so you can laugh and forget about your troubles. Okay, So now people are getting offended by things that are really actually funny. You know, I don't get offended by a whole lot. You know, you'd have to call me some really nasty name to really get me upset.
You meathead.
Even that don't bother me. But you know, when first of all, when you're in Jersey and you deal with some of these Jersey drivers, you better be able to take some stuff because you get the finger in about 3 seconds. You know.
Get the mechanical line too. So.
Believe me, they'll flip you the bird so fast in Jersey, it's ridiculous.
Oh my gosh. We'll have to get some on autopilot as well, too. Or buy something on Amazon that gets you, like, flip the bird, what was it, like, 1,000 times a millisecond or something. Maybe a hummingbird speed.
If I had a recorder in my car, all you'd be hearing all day is, you stupid freaking, you know, because these people cut you off. They do stupid things in Jersey, you know. I was just telling somebody standing in a car. I've seen people back up on the major highways, U-turns in the middle of the road that you shouldn't be turning on. You know, just stupid things. Just, where's your brains at? You're just going to get killed. But they do it, though. But they do it. You know, just crazy stuff, man.
But of course, it's the stuff you can't just make up. We'll talk about some of your uplifting stories and a little bit of Christmas humor. You listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support at sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, and Apple. Also on Stitcher, TuneIn, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device and subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. We're here with the G-Man, Allan Gitlin, talking about his latest ventures and his Little J video being the judge is up to 40 million hits and counting. He'll give us a number probably by the time that's done. And, I guess we got another million just came up here. So, and of course, you know, you've got some uplifting stories as well, too. And of course, you know, as they say, you just can't make this stuff up.
No. So I don't know if I told you the story. I don't think I have. This happened within the last month or so I don't think I told you the story.
Go ahead.
I picked out this lady. She must have weighed about 350 pounds. Pretty face, but, you know, like, wow, big woman. So she says to me, she gets in the car, and she gets in the front seat, which I usually don't let people go, but I don't think she would have sit in the back, but that's besides the point. So she says to me, I haven't eaten in like 2 days. So she said, would you take me to Burger King? It's right up the street here, which it was, literally a quarter mile away. I take her to Burger King. She orders $12 worth of food. The guy hands me the food. I said, you know, it's $12. She goes, I don't have any money.
Oh, like, oh no.
What am I supposed to do now? So I pay for it, okay? So I take her to this town not too far from me. Anyway, the ride was $17, so she just scammed me out of $12, so the ride cost her $5. But anyway, so as on the ride to her house, she says to me, I do this to all Lyft drivers.
Oh, so you
have a scam going now that you make the drivers take you for food, you know, to pay for half your ride or 3/4 of your ride. So I send Lyft an email saying, listen, you know, the girl scammed me out of $12. I tell the whole story. They send me back an email saying, it was very nice of you to pay for her lunch. Really? Did I have a choice? The food was in the bag of my car. Then I asked her for the money. She tells me she doesn't have any. What am I supposed to do? Give the food back to the guy? I gotta take it. It's unbelievable, man. So the story gets weirder. So I tell him I don't want this lady in my car. Okay? I don't block anybody. I do not want to drive this lady again. Okay? So that happened about a month ago, maybe. So the other day, I get hit with a lady, and I can't find her. And finally, I call her and say, listen, where are you at? Because I can't find her. She tells me, it happens to be her.
Oh, no.
Okay?
Burger Queen.
Right. So I take her again where she wants to go, a different place now. And she says, oh, the place you took me is closed. I go, well, listen, I took you where you want to be. I don't want to hear no crap. And I drop her off, and she gets out. Well, the story gets even better. So about an hour later, I'm about 15 miles away from where she is, maybe 10 miles away, I don't know. I get hit with her name again. I know it's her now because I just got hit with it, like an hour or two before. I said, listen, I'm not coming to get you, okay? I am too far from you. You got to get another driver. I'm not coming to get you. I sent Lyft another email saying, listen, this lady wasn't supposed to be in my car today, and now I get hit with her twice in one day.
She might like you, though, because of Burger King.
Maybe she thought I was going to take her to McDonald's or something this time.
Have it your way.
Maybe get her a Happy Meal or something. I don't know.
I think that's a ticket right there. The Happy Meal. Just make her happy.
Meal, right. Right. So it's just kind of funny story, though, man. And here's another thing. I don't know if I told you this last time. I don't know. I don't remember, Mike. But my back seat is leather, so I have a towel on it. I used to have an Explorer, and it was leather, and I had a towel on that. Well, the same colored towel, which I bought twice at ShopRite, $3.99, has been taken twice.
Oh, no.
What is with these people? And one lady actually said to me, is that my towel? I said, lady, did you come in the car with that towel? She goes, no. I said, then why would you think it's yours? What is wrong with these people?
Oh, my goodness.
What is wrong with these people? I mean, really, I don't get it. I don't get it. What is wrong with these people? Why would you take a towel that wasn't yours? I don't get it. Hey, if you need a towel that bad, I'll buy you one when you get in the car if you want. Just tell me. We'll stop at Bed Bath & Beyond.
or get at Walmart or something. What are they carrying, like $2-3 or something? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, well, or go to Dollar Store for $1.
Well, the ones I put in my car to protect my seat in the back cost me about $3. Big deal. I don't care. It's just, it's from the grocery store, and it's not a big deal. It's not a heavy towel. It's a towel just in case somebody has something in their back pocket, they don't rip the seat open. As a matter of fact, one of these guys asked me, should I sit on it? I go, I'll tell you what, if you cut that seat open, pal, you'll be buying that seat. Don't worry about it. He's like, oh, I think I'll sit on it then. I'm like, well, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what it's there for. If you cut into that seat, believe me, I'll have an email to Lyft in about 3 seconds, and you'll be paying for that seat. And it won't be $3. It'll be more like $500 or $1,000. Okay, so and then I get these people that they want to know why I drive a nice car. I happen to drive an Audi now. Before I had a nice Explorer, which is almost as nice as what I'm driving. And what's the difference when I'm driving? Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference? I got to drive a car, right? It's my personal car, and I use it for business, and so I drive it. Who cares whether it's an Audi or Cadillac or a freaking Yugo? You know what I'm saying?
Or even a Chevy as well, too.
Yeah, what's the difference? Hey, I got to use it for my personal business, and so I happen to find an Audi that I like, and it's a real nice car, and so you get some luxury with it. That's all,
Exactly, yeah. So it's like that's just a beautiful thing. And of course, just also some Christmas stories. And I said you got a couple of them. But first, you listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com. Powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support at sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, and Apple. Also on Stitcher, TuneIn, Shoutcast, Outbox, and more. Also, take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device and subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. We're here with the G-Man, Allan Gitlin, famous comedian out of the Jersey Shore, just talking about what's been happening with the latest video as a judge, getting 40 million hits. And I think we had 2 million more. I mean, it just keeps going and going.
Very possible, man. He's getting like 800 to 900,000 hits a day on this thing.
800, 900,000. Wow. I can imagine how many in an hour, a minute, or a second, maybe like a New York second. Can you imagine that? Holy cow.
I'm pretty good at math, but I'm not breaking that down.
No, don't worry. Don't worry about it. I know we don't have time, but maybe over a few beers we can do so. But, yeah, and of course, Christmas time around the corner as well, too. And I guess you had some interesting stories as well, too. And, made a little bit of Christmas comedy. And, let's just make it merry and bright and everything else.
I got some funny stories about Christmas. Well, I'm Jewish, so everybody thought that, they hear that every day we get gifts, Hanukkah. No, we got small gifts, and the last day we got a big gift. Not compared to some of the gifts. Listen, when I met my ex-wife, it was her and her sister, and it was about a week before Christmas, so they invited me over Christmas Eve, and her father and I, they had steps going down to like four steps going down to the basement, and it took us 2.5 hours to bring up the presents.
Oh.
For two girls, my wife at the time was 24 and her sister was 22.
Mm-hmm.
It took us 2 hours to bring up the gifts.
Oh, my goodness.
I couldn't believe it. I'm like, what the hell? And mother shopped all year long. Her father was a master tool and die maker in the union. He's red lettered. He had the highest rate, and he worked every piece of overtime possible and sucked up that money, boy, like it was no tomorrow. But her mother bought all year long for them. And then
wow.
They'd open a gift, and she said, "Oh, I even forgot I forgot I bought you this."
I'm sorry. What did I get you? Was it on Amazon or something?
Yeah, right. Yeah, what I get you? I forgot. I forgot I bought that. Oh, you know what? I bought it for all three of us, so we all have the same thing. Like what the?
I'm sorry. I meant to buy that for your other sister or someone else. I'm so sorry. Or maybe it was one of my other future. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I just say that?
She did? Oh, you know what her mother did? She'd wrap it right away and mark it with their names on it, so you can't get confused. That's your pile. That's her pile. It's your pile. It's her pile. Like what the hell? It took 2 hours to bring it up. It must have taken about 4 hours to unpack everything.
Oh, my goodness.
Like, oh, shit. They used to go in order. First, like, my ex-wife would open a gift, then her sister would open a gift, then her mother would open a gift, then her father would open a gift. Then they got me, when I was only there, like, when I first met her, it was only like a week or two. So they had a few things for me, just, like a wallet or cologne or something,
Mm-hmm.
But, the gifts were like freaking crazy. It was like nuts. I'm like, for two girls? What are you, crazy? It was nuts. It was really crazy,
And of course, it makes you wonder too, where are you going to store all that stuff? And if they don't need it, it's like, do they keep it in a house? They give it away, or put it on eBay? Makes you wonder.
Well, most of it was closed, so they kept it.
Oh my goodness! I mean,
it was closed.
Oh heck! Who needs to go shopping? We just go into your closet. It's stuff you just can't make up.
Listen, my ex-mother-in-law had stuff that still had tags on it. I think sometimes. But you know what? If that's your thing, that's your thing. That's And it was Christmas was always fun there. My ex-mother used to cook. We used to sit up at night and play cards and stuff. And just had fun. I mean, it was a fun time. We had fun.
Mm-hmm.
Her father would go to bed because he was, he wasn't a really card player. But we'd play cards, a bunch of us, and just hang out all night. Till we couldn't hang out and couldn't stay up anymore. And my mother-in-law was a good cook. She used to cook a lot, and have stuff. And, of course, she did the Italian thing, the fishes and stuff and all that, which I don't eat, but that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But, no, we used to have a good time. It was, I don't say nothing bad about my ex-wife. She's, she was in my life for 16 years, actually, and she is the mother of my children. And, bad-mouthing her is like bad-mouthing myself, really,
Mm-hmm.
Because at one point we were in love and we were married. Unfortunately, we're not anymore. We've been divorced for about 25 years, and she's been remarried for 20 years
Mm-hmm.
to somebody else, and that's fine. Not a problem with that. And I don't, they live in my house that I built and paid for, and it is what it is. It's water under the bridge, man.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Plus, I think you had another Christmas story as well, too. And, maybe some Christmas comedy as well, too. And I think you just rattled off a couple. I don't know if you remember you rattled some off last year, or maybe somebody gave you some new material as well, too. So, just something in mind as well.
Christmas comedy. Oh, yeah, there is a good Christmas joke. I hope I can tell it.
Go right ahead.
Maybe just think of it. I don't know what you said that. It just made me think of it. This lady goes to a tattoo parlor and says she wants a tattoo of a Christmas tree on one leg and a New Year's baby on the other leg, on the other thigh. And the guy says, tattoo artist says, listen, I don't have a problem doing that, lady, but why do you do that for? And she says, well, my husband says there's nothing to eat between Christmas and New Year's.
Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man.
I don't know if that'll make it. Well, I don't know if that'll make it on the air, Mike, but that's a funny joke, though. It is a funny joke, though.
I think that's amazing, too. And, Allan, just a couple of things as well, too. Once again, tell everybody, what's your website again? How do people contact you? And what's your upcoming projects? And where can people find your work?
Okay. You can find me on www.theg-man.net. And on Facebook, it's the G-Man Cometh 2, the number 2. And you see everything. Every Wednesday or Thursday, I put something on about a quote about positivity, or how you should be in your life, and about things that are, it's always positive stuff. It's not negative stuff. It's upbeat stuff. It's quotes and maybe from my own mind about things I've been through. Today I said something about bumps in the road and bumps in the life, and they're only temporary, and you got to move on and move forward. And I think I had one a couple weeks ago about don't let anybody take your dream from you. No matter what they say, if that's what you want to do, then keep going, keep grinding, kind of thing. Always upbeat stuff and positive stuff. That's what I am, a positive and upbeat person. I believe every day you wake up is a good day. Mike knows that 3 years ago I had a heart attack and I actually was dead. And matter of fact, I just called a police officer the other day. The 9th of November was the 3rd year anniversary, and who saved my life with the paddles. I flatlined twice, and the third time they brought me back. I had what's called a widowmaker, and the reason why it's called a widowmaker is 95% of the time it makes somebody a widow. Mm-hmm. And I'm one of the 5% that survived. I'm very healthy. I changed my diet. It's not the greatest, but it's better than it was. I have one stent in my heart, but it didn't stop me from doing anything that I did before. And I am so grateful that this man saved my life. I call him or stop by the police department to thank him every year. That is since my heart attack.
That is amazing. And lastly, the best piece of advice you can give to anybody, or you can sum it up.
Never give up. Period. Never give up on life. Never give up on a relationship. If you give up on life, then you're going to wither away. Basically, the old saying, if you don't use it, you lose it. That's exactly what's going to happen to you. Mm-hmm. Mike, you know me for a while now. You've seen pictures of me. We've never met in person, but nobody believes how old I am because of my attitude, how I look. I look younger than I am, people tell me. I do things that a 40-year-old does. I don't know what I'm supposed to do or not do at 67.
Uh-huh.
So, I said this to somebody the other day, and they kind of laughed at it. My grandparents at 67 were old. My parents at 67 were getting old. Mm-hmm. I'm not there yet.
And
okay. If you keep yourself busy, I do some acting. I do some comedy. I do lift. I retired from the car business. I have a friend of mine who has a used car lot. I help him out with stuff. I'm always busy. People can't believe how busy I am and how busy I keep myself. And that's if you're gonna retire or semi-retire and you're gonna sit around and watch TV or be on a computer all day, you're gonna die. You're going to die.
And that is the truth. And I got to say one thing. My grandfather actually retired from the lithographing business for like after 40, 50 years, and he worked at a hospital as a volunteer for 20, and he kept himself going until about 90, 95, somewhere around there. And of course, my dad, it's like, he got out of the corporate world, got into real estate. He did some landlords, and just still keeps active, walking, and everything else. And God bless those people who just get out there and just keep going and going and going and going. You're just a great example.
Yeah, my dad worked 7 days a week most of his life, didn't have time for a hobby. And when he retired at 70, he died at 80, but those 10 years of his life were the worst 10 years of his life, I think.
Wow.
He didn't know what to do with himself. He didn't have any hobbies. He worked so much that he didn't have a lot of friends around the area. So it was tough for him. I kept myself active. I bowl. I got a lot of friends. I got friends in the car business. I got friends in other businesses. I always keep in touch with people. You got to keep yourself busy. That's all, because it's not good for your brain or your body to stop everything. If you're going 100 miles an hour and all of a sudden you stop,
crash.
You crash, right? But if you're doing 100 miles an hour and you slow down to 75, still not too bad. So there's a difference there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So my girlfriend now says that she can't believe how much stuff I do. She just can't. She says, I don't even know if I can keep up with you.
Well, that'll be a challenge for her and a resolution for 2020. Keep us up to date on that. Allan, just wanted to give you a big thank you for your time. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. We'll definitely have you on in 2020. Looking forward to having you again soon, and keep us up to date, and always looking forward to having you back on again. You're always welcome anytime.
You forgot Happy Kwanzaa.
Oh, Happy Kwanzaa. That's right. Oh, my gosh.
You don't want to offend anybody now, Mike. Come on now.
That's true, yeah.
And Happy Ramadan.
Ramadan. Oh, yes. I got to remember that. All right, Allan, big thanks for your time. Looking forward to having you again soon. Keep us up to date.
All right. Thanks, Mike. Anytime. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Listen online at themikewagnershow.com and on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. And watch the interview on YouTube. Also, become a sponsor of the program or donate today at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again tomorrow for another episode of The Mike Wagner Show.